Well, I'm sure that many of you remember the touching story of our own Catherine Herridge. Her infant son, Peter, was born with a bad liver, but he looks pretty good these days, doesn't he? And in an attempt to save his life, Catherine donated part of her liver. So how is Peter? How's the family today? 6 months after his life-saving surgery. With me is Fox News national correspondent, and she was today's wild card with us, and she's the best mom ever, Catherine Herridge, joining us. Catherine, it's good to have you here. You know, I was just asking you, we've both been through pregnancies, and when did you know that something was wrong, that he had health issues?
You know, in the last month of my pregnancy, I had a sense that maybe something was wrong with him. I kept saying to my doctor, I think the baby is sick. And he said to me, the baby's not sick, everything looks fine. And you know, if you've been a reporter for a long time, you have an instinct for something. And I kept hoping, I really hope my instinct is wrong about this. And then when he was born and it was clear that his liver was just not good, I was really upset.
And at what point did you realize, or did the doctors come to you and say that there was something that you could do?
At about the 3-month mark, it was clear that he needed a new liver, so we put him on the transplant list. But then we realized that it was probably going to be really tough for him to get a liver. I didn't know there was such a shortage of organs, especially for small children, until I needed one. And so shortly after that, I went through a very long screening process, and they said I was a good match and that I could donate to him. And
the liver is a rather large organ. I mean, explain to us, you know, in a way that, you know, what happened? How big was the incision? What did they do surgically?
The liver in someone my size, and I'm about 105, 110 pounds, is about 5 or 6 pounds. And the incision, there's no keyhole surgery with this. It goes, you know, up my ribs into my sort of chest bone and then down the other side. It's about 1 foot. They took out 20% of my liver, and the liver is an amazing organ because it not only regenerates, but a small piece of it can function independently as its own liver, which is what it does for my son.
So now do they know, have they tested him to see that his liver has, you know, can they see the difference between his liver and your liver part in him, and has yours regenerated? Do you feel okay?
His liver is completely gone. His liver is my liver.
It's your liver.
You know, when I look at him now and I see that he has 6 teeth and he's fat and he's really happy, which is a really exciting thing for baby, I realize that it's my liver that's inside of him, and I just think it's a miracle what those doctors were able to do for him.
It is, and it's such a great story. I know you get choked up just talking about it. And you're looking at him, he's got these huge, beautiful cheeks. And we were saying nothing makes a mom happier than big, puffy cheeks and fat thighs and all those good things. How long did it take before you knew that it had taken, that it was going to be okay? And what were the percentages that it would be okay? I mean, how risky was the surgery and how risky was it for him?
I mean, there are always risks for the donor. They told me that there was a 5% chance that they would open me up and they would not be able to take out that segment of the liver because they found something that made that impossible. And one of the first things I asked them when I came out of the surgery was, did you get my liver and did you give it to Peter? And that was really a big, powerful moment for me.
Well, congratulations to you and to him. He's about to be 1, which is a huge milestone, and you have a big cake and party ready for him, I'm sure. So celebrate and enjoy it, and we all wish you both,
I want to thank everyone who's really supported us, the people who watch Fox. It was a really humbling thing.
Catherine and I are crying now. We have to go. It is so good to have you here.
Thank
Best
you very
to you,
much.
and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for you and your family.
Much.
Thanks for coming, Catherine.
Thanks, Martha.